Good afternoon, I'm Josh Duncan, and these are some of the top headlines out of the Kelowna Now newsroom today. A wildfire has broken out between West Kelowna and Peachland. Smoke became visible from the Kelowna area around 2:15 p.m. The plume has steadily grown since then. The fire, located around Drought Hill between the connector and Highway 97, the highway, that being Highway 97 into Peachland, is now closed as a result. Air support on the scene to assist. This is a developing story, and we will continue to update at KelownaNow.com. Central Okanagan Search and Rescue is finally getting a permanent home. The organization signed a memorandum of understanding with the City of Kelowna this morning that promises a new dedicated COSAR hall as part of the Glenmore Protective Services campus on John Hindle Drive. The new facility will be 9,500 square feet and have 5 apparatus bays, a radio room, equipment storage, offices, and change rooms. The LaPointe Foundation will fully fund the build, expected to have a price tag of $6 million, while the city will donate the land and the RDCO will service the site. BC's oldest all-volunteer search and rescue team, COSAR is operated out of garages, barns, and borrowed fire halls over its 7 decades and change of existence, and the new build is long awaited and long overdue for this essential organization. Construction expected to begin by the end of the year, and the new COSAR hall should be ready for occupation in 2027. A man wanted in Ontario for sexual assault and more was arrested by police in Kelowna last week. The RCMP says 54-year-old Stefan Holowychuk was brought into custody on Tuesday, July 22nd. He was held in custody in the Okanagan until Sunday before the BC Sheriff's Service facilitated his return to Ontario. In Ontario, he will face charges of sexual assault, forcible confinement, assault, and overcoming resistance by attempting to choke. For the second time this month, the City of Kelowna has announced a partnership with a local developer to build affordable housing for middle-income families. This time, it's the Housing Okanagan Foundation, which will work with the city to build 149 units on St. Paul Street near Doyle Avenue in downtown Kelowna. As was the case in the agreement with Troika earlier this month, the city says that 30% of the issues will be offered at 20% below market rates and will be geared towards households with incomes ranging from $80,000 to $120,000. Construction expected to begin in 2026. The Bank of Canada has decided to hold its key interest rate at 2.75% for the third time in a row. The bank said trade negotiations with the U.S. remain fluid and actions south of the border remain unpredictable. But despite the volatility in global trade created by the White House, the world economy has been reasonably resilient, the bank said. The decision comes just 2 days before Donald Trump's deadline for reaching a new U.S.-Canada trade deal. The U.S. president said today that there would be no extensions on the August 1st cutoff point. The bank said lower tariffs would reduce the direct upward pressure on inflation, while increased tariffs would do the opposite. Canada's inflation rate 1.9% in June. And finally, in sports news, the UBCO Heat has a new star golf recruit, and he's from right here in the Okanagan. Oakley Mayner is set to join the university's golf team in September. Mayner, a recent Kelowna secondary grad who saw a lot of success in his high school career. The 5'8" righty is a 3-time junior Zone 2 champion in 2022, 23, and 25, and was also the men's zone champion in 2024. He also made the cut at the Canadian Junior Championship last summer, finishing in a tie for 63rd, and he has 3 straight top 5 finishes at the BC Junior Championship as well. That includes a tie for 2nd earlier this month. UBCO golf head coach Clay Stothers said the team is very excited to have Mayner join the program, and he's expected to have an immediate impact. A quick look at the forecast. Currently 34 in the valley under mainly sunny skies, but Environment Canada says there is a slim chance of showers and even lightning over the next few hours. It doesn't look like it out there, but you never know in the Okanagan. A similar forecast tomorrow. Mainly sunshine, a high of 34, and potential thunderstorms later on. That is it for me today, but you can read up on all these stories and plenty more at KelownaNow.com. That, of course, is the place as well to stay up to date on this fire story. I'm looking outside of the plume of smoke right now. Hopefully that doesn't get too big and you can enjoy the rest of your night. I'll be back in this chair tomorrow for a look at Thursday's headlines. We'll see you then.
We don't just report the news. We live here too. We're your neighbors, bringing you stories that matter to all of us. No government funding, no outside influence. Kelowna Now, local, independent. News you can trust.